Morgoth the Barbarian here, and we have made it to episode 7 of our US Let's Play for Railroad Tycoon 2. We're here in the year 1886, so we still got a whole lot of years left. I might add, I mean like 140 or so, because we're trying to get to our present year. Last time we were here, we managed to connect everything east of the Rockies, basically. Even the small cities, well, okay, maybe not all of them, but we were trying to get the center of the country represented. We'll revisit these parts later on to connect some of the industries that are out there in case we need it. But today we're going to focus our attention to the area west of the Rockies, specifically to California, because we could use their transcontinental railroad. So we're going to focus on that today. And again, our main goal is to get as much money in our bank account and as much money in company value. If my math is correct, we're looking at about 313 million, and that's not including the multiplier for getting the gold. So, you know what buttons to hit. And with that, we're off. But never mind. Sorry, I keep forgetting about that. So as I mentioned, we managed to finally get west of connect almost everything east of the Rockies. We got to Canada, the middle of the country we didn't get to. But now here comes the tough part from the track building perspective. Because we're going to have to manage these mountain passes like no other. The Rocky Mountains, they are not kind. This is going to require a lot of tough grading, so we're going to have to be very careful about how we do this. So you might see me turn on the elevation squares here quite a bit to try to manage this. It looks like there's three paths we can take to sort of a transcontinental line here. I just saw the first, starting in Billings and using the Snake River Valley to kind of help us out to get us to Seattle. And it's 300K that's waiting for us in Tacoma. That's nice. There's the southern route, which would have us go through what looks to be El Paso or thisville Valley to get to Albuquerque. And hopefully, and assuming we don't take a wrong turn there, we can end up in LA. And then it looks like there's even a third route, where from Denver we can wind up in Grand Junction and take kind of the center approach to get us, hopefully, to San Francisco without killing ourselves over the mountains that are over here. I've seen the AI, it loves to build from San Francisco to Reno, but for some reason completely forgets there's mountains over here and isn't too smart enough to actually avoid all this. So it's kind of funny when it does it. When in reality, you do realize there's a pass over here, buddy. Oh, well. So, I think we should do... Let me look at this very carefully. See if there's any industries that can kind of help us out here. The middle route has Wood and Grand Junction, so that could certainly help us out. Okay, so that's attractive right there. The northern route, meanwhile, I'd have to go through this, assuming that is not a complete killer over here. It's looking like the middle approach might be the best bet. If we go south, yes, there's certainly cattle that we can bring to Albuquerque and stuff. I'm actually going to go, you know what, let's go what they used to do back in the day. Middle route. Middle route. That sounds like the best approach. So, this is going to require us to start off from Denver here. And our little track line that's set up right here. Now, this is where we'll get very uncomfortable because we've got all these red grades. The key is to try to dodge as many of that as possible. As much as that as possible, excuse me. But I don't think we're going to be too successful, and wouldn't you know it, it's not really being conductive. we'll have to eat the higher grades, but the hope is that future trains hopefully can be, so good that eventually it'll overcome whatever grade madness we bring about. Let's see. Yeah, I want to try to avoid the higher grades if I can. So we can have some high grades, but I don't want to overdo it. And then the trick is just to get us to Salt Lake City. Okay, I'll build the line out first. That makes more sense. Oh boy, this is not working. That works. As long as it stays yellow, I'm okay with that. Oh, that works. I just am trying to get us to Salt Lake City. That's really my aim right at the moment. Alright, let's see if we can build this. Yeah, and there's some high grades. Some of it is avoidable, some of it is not. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't see what that one is over there. Looks like if I'm eyeballing this up, that's probably our best bet right there. There's a 6-3. Like I said, the red grades mean trains are going to go slower over it. But that's fine and dandy. Alright. So we've essentially made it to Salt Lake City. Yay. So, it now appears the Elko Battle Mountain route is probably the best bet. So we now cross into Nevada over here. I can't avoid that, so whatever. Again, I'm just eyeballing this up. We will sneak through Battle Mountain. And now I want us to get to Reno. I'm building the track first, because it's a lot easier. I don't worry about station placement. If I start placing stations first, it's going to constrict whatever movement I'm doing. Plus, it's not like we've got unlimited money. I mean, look at that. We got $54 million in the bank. That's very impressive stuff. Alright, well, we'll snake this through Reno here. Now, unlike the computer, I'm just not going to go all do that. Because, 12. Yeah, that's a very good idea. Not. Very excellent idea. Just have to get 12 grades. Believe me, I've seen the computer do that, as I mentioned. The AI, it can be funny. Fortunately, there's no AIs in this game, so we can't witness that in action. Or unfortunately, I don't know. Okay, we get through Klamath Falls, and then to Eureka. Wait, that's not how Eureka is spelled. I think that it's spelled Y-U. Game, get your act together. My goodness. Alright. The ease now, see, I'm not like the AI. I can actually build trains a lot better than this, so. Snake through Reading, but like I was saying, these grades are not going to be fun at all. It's the best I can do, but we have effectively made it to San Francisco. Yay! Let me straighten this out a little bit. Whoa, okay, that was a little wild. Easy there, Morgoth. What are you doing? Okay, so we made it. What I'm actually hoping for, too, is a little bit of a path towards Eugene and the places up north. So I'll make a note of that later. But yeah, there's our, I guess you can call it our transcontinental line. So now I'm going to drop down stations over here. We'll start out west. The only problem is trying to fit them in. Some I might need to do larges because reasons. Like this one, in order to get the wood, we're going to need a larger one. Also probably going to need sanding towers, water towers, and roundhouses. I will have to figure out whether or not this works afterwards. As you can see, Grand Junction only wants cattle. I'm fine with that. I believe there's a cattle farm over here. Alright, calm down, game. Good grief. Actually, what I could do, with the realization that that's a thing, I'm going to do... I was, and then as you can see by the grading, that's probably not the best idea. Unless I did that right there. And just so that Grand Junction and points east can grow. There we go. Alright, we don't need to do that far. There we go. And that will be for our exclusively our lines west. So let's see. Salt Lake City requires one now. Oh, we got to do a large. If Salt Lake City has just enough for a city, so excellent. Oh, look at that. It's going by its namesake. Ah, isn't that wonderful? The irony of that. Now, some of these other towns, I don't think we can do passenger rail service from, but I'm okay with that. Like Elko, for instance, we can't, because there's not 4 houses. But that doesn't mean we can't get the lumber mill that's over here, so I will do that. It's not a town, though. What I'll do is I'll just keep it to this sort of thing, and we're off. Same with Battle Mountain, too. There's, like, nothing over here. But assuming we just get the lumber mill, remember, we got stuff in Grand Rapids, then this will work, too. Reno is actually a town. That's excellent. But I wanted that, Alright, this works if we want to get everything. Let's see, so speaking of everything, these two are definitely the most important buildings, especially with it being hilly, as it is. Klamath Falls. Oh, you have wool over here. Huh, interesting. Well, give me some of that. I don't even care that I'm getting none of the houses. I just want the wool, that's all. And we'll give it a warehouse, too. Alright, Eureka. That is totally not spelled correctly. Cough, cough. I guess you can require all of that. Reading. No, we can't get the iron mine. I'm not interested in it. Sacramento! Alright, we got California's capital city here. Excellent. And of course, San Francisco is our final stop in the tour. Hang on, I'll bring this out a little bit more. I'd rather have the lumber mill. So since you're the ending stop, I guess, you will get that. Okay. Excellent. And then as I mentioned, I will push this side north, but I will also push this side south, assuming these produce Really, game? You did that? You put up a wall of produce orchards so I can't get the Fresno. Whose crazy idea was this? I swear. Anyways. Now, it doesn't look like there's any other towns in here, so that's kind of unfortunate. So how do I want to do this? So really the only cities for passenger rail are Salt Lake City. Do I hear geese? No, get out of here. Anyways, Salt Lake City, Reno, Eureka. So I'll make a note of that. And we're definitely going to need constellations for this. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So I'm only going to do a few. Reno, Sacramento, and San Francisco. We'll have one going the other direction here. With a final stop in Denver, because why not? And maybe we'll do a northern one later on. Ooh, that's cool. All right, we got a dairy processor finally for the first time in Little Rock. And a gravel pit in Dallas. I'll get to that in a minute. What I would also like to do, too, from Salt Lake City, Reno, and misspelled Eureka. There we go. Does anyone that live here pronounce this as Eureka? Let me know in the comments section. I know you corrected me on the... Oh boy, here we go again. Regina one. Hopefully I got that correctly. I probably did not. But anyways, yeah, if that's how Eureka is, let me know. Feel free to call me out. It's probably correct, but you know me. Oh. So I could give San Francisco a larger station, is what you're telling me. Okay, we'll do that. And actually, Sacramento could use a warehouse, too, not for nothing. I'll give it one of these two. That works. Because now I wanted to do the wolf in that's sitting in the sheep farm in Klamath Falls, now that we've got it started. So let's see here. We'll go slowly. So from Pueblo Crossing, we go there. Okay. And then we'll do one in Salt Lake City. And drop it off in Denver. Done! So that's all set. So now the wood in Grand Junction. We have lumber mills all over the place. But the priority will be anything that isn't a town. That way I can do stuff with the lumber. So Green Junction, here go to Elko. You'll get dropped off in Salt Lake City. And then the other one heads to Battle Mountain, which will get dropped off in Reno. Okay, so that's also... Oh, Reno got this! Wow, not bad. I was not expecting that. So how about this? So we keep going here. There we go. Very easy. You can just send goods and passengers back and forth between the two cities. We'll do the same thing in Klamath Falls. Only we'll send it to San Francisco and drop it off in Eureka. Since Klamath Falls doesn't demand anything, there you go. There is a textile mill out in Portland. Maybe we should save it for that. We'll keep our eyes peeled on this and see if the game will allow us to send more from a production standpoint. Alright. Is there anything else? I know we're missing the paper part of it. Oh, Denver actually could. Oh, perfect. I got another idea. Salt Lake City just so happens to be a city, so this will work out perfectly. There we go. Is there any other paper mills nearby? No. There's a whole lot of broken down trains, but that's irrelevant here. Oh, there's two! I didn't even see that! Oh, we kind of doubled up there. Oh, and I actually just noticed that Denver can actually give us lumber. What am I doing here? Right, what am I doing here? Okay. So we actually can take advantage of the one in Salt Lake City. I'll take it. Alright, that works. I didn't even realize we had two. That's cool. I like getting two. Means double the fun. Alright, now everything else seems to be fine from what I can tell. I think we've basically resourced out with the lone exception of these wool farms over here. You know what? Okay, you're going to San Francisco. I'm going to do another one. Actually, you know what? Let's wait. I don't want to overflood Eureka with goods. That's the thing. So with that being said, let's see if we can connect. I'm going to go north first. But here's what I'm going to do. We're going to start from over here. I know there's a high grade. I'm not going to worry about it. The goal now is to try to get the Eugene, Oregon here. Okay. We'll start with the tracks first so that we're not restricting ourselves here. We'll head up to Portland. Cross the Snake River and snake our way over to Tacoma because I hear there's money involved. And Seattle's our final stop. Yes, I know. I'm aware of what I just did there. That, pun intended. Y'all can call me out if it's a bad pun. Jeez, now I'm coughing up a storm. Brilliant. Anyways. There we go. We got that first. Let's see. Portland, we need one. Oh, there we go. And they have a grain facility for us. That was why I was mentioning the other one. Tacoma has a port. Seattle just has stuff. I'll put the larger station up in Seattle. Now, this is going to make no sense, but Tacoma's given us 300 grand, so why not? Seattle's going to be kind of the last stop on our station tour here. Okay. Oh, I wanted a large hotel. My bad. And then Tacoma will be where our main port is, although they've got wool over here. I'll take the wool. And I'll take my 300K. Give me my money. Yeah, give me my 300K, you. I want my money. Now, this will require a customs house mainly on the grounds of there's a port there. There we go. Alright, so we have our northern line essentially done here. Yeah, that's right. No more board of directors. Now, there's not very many hills in this area, so I think we can get away with 8-wheelers. But I'll make a note of that as we enter this area, because I want one starting from... Where's Klamath Falls at? There it is. We're going to head towards Portland for this. Since Tacoma has the main port, we'll send everything over to Tacoma. I would rather send my goods to ports because we can get more money for it. True, Seattle does share it, but I'm going to pretend like Tacoma's this shorter station here. Since there's hills in this area, we're going to do Tacoma and Sacramento. I think I just mispronounced all that. Good job butchering pronunciations, me. Okay, that was awesome. Not. Do we have any more passenger rails heading that direction? Hold on. Yes. All right. There we go. Well, that one's just going south, so I'm not worried about that. Well, this one will just go... Actually, Eureka's last. Eugene, Portland, Tacoma, Seattle, and Eureka goes last. All right. I think that's all. Oh, Albuquerque's offering up money. Cool. Hello, I like money. All right, this one will start in Seattle. And just hit up the 6 West Coast cities for right now. I'll extend it once that line gets to LA. I'm not going to build anymore until I get to LA, just for that reason. All right, so what can we do here? Got another paper mill in Eugene. So it only makes sense to do this. Works for me. All right, let's see. Oh, Reno can definitely afford another one, so let's see. Another train coming from it. Wait, was it here? No, it was Portland. You know what? We'll send this to Seattle. Actually, well, yeah, send it to Seattle. Again, they shared a port, so with Tacoma, so it makes sense. Alright, so there we go. We'll monitor Tacoma's wool. The coffee, we can't do anything unless it goes to one of these bad boys, which, as you can see, we don't have that. And I think that's all I want to do for trains right now. Now, come back to me over here, towards Billings. Because now we got to find our way over this pass right here, and it's going to be terrible. So the first stop is Livingston. I don't even know if we'll get there without trying to kill ourselves over this high grade. Oh, God, I'm seeing 6s. This is not good. I can get that far, and then it turns into a complicated, you know... And then this is where it gets very complicated. Oh, God. I'm seeing double digits. That's never a good sign. Oh, man. This was a bad idea. Oh, this was a horrible idea. I thought that would be much better. Oh... Alright, this is going to take some time to figure this out. I don't know where to go here. Oh, I think I see something. Hold on. No, because there's an 11 grade. Oh, you son of a... Alright. Okay, hang on. I've got a small idea here. Not that! Hey. What are we doing? Alright. Maybe try to build, like... I don't know. This. Gonna have to do... Yeah, we're gonna really have to be inventive on the train lines here. Otherwise, this won't work. I'll try to keep the grades down below 7 as much as I can, but... may not be successful. Oh, there you go. So that's kind of my way out. We'll probably have to do another state. We'll definitely have to do another station there. Oh, nice. All right, all we gotta do is make it to Idaho Falls, and we're all set. Oh, there you go. We did it somehow. I don't know how we did it, but we did. Whew. All right, Pocahontas, and of course there's a river to kind of mess us up, because why wouldn't there be? I can't see anything. Oh, boy. I see an 8-5, but that's not doing me any favors whatsoever. I see a 7-5. Oh, wait a minute. If we go around the river, this works. Oh, there you go. There it is. Okay. Now we just gotta... As long as we stay close to the river, I think we should be okay from a grading standpoint here. Now it's just how can we get to Boise without really causing issues. I see nothing but green, so we should be okay. And once again, we'll cross the river. If we can get to Walla Walla... Okay, this is the greatest name for a city ever. I'm going to just go out on record. Walla Walla. That is the most lit city name I have ever seen. And I don't think we'll be connecting to it. It's the sad part. Because it turns out the Dailies is where I want to go next. Wait, where did it go? What? Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe we'll go over there as we get to Spokane. But that's for later. Alright. We want to go to the Dailies. Alright. Close enough. If we have to eat an occasional red grade, so be it. But I think we got it. There it is! We did it! We somehow got the Portland. I can't create an S-curve because someone decided to put 2 houses in the way, but whatever. Otherwise, I would have to do that. Okay, that's just messy. I mean, I could do this and see if the trains will take it, but I don't think they will. That was a little rude, game. Okay, thank you. What are we doing here? I don't know if the trains will do it. That's the problem. The AI routes have a mind of their own. They automatically take the shortest route. So what they'll do is they'll go here, and then they'll do this thing where they, like, reverse course. So I don't know if we'll be allowed to do that. We're not going to worry about it this instant. We can always stop in Portland and have it go back, I suppose. So there's that. I just want to get the station placement done here. So we're going to need one in Livingston first and foremost. And since we don't have steel or aluminum, which won't come until later, we're going to need a sanding tower on the top of this hill, as much as I hate to admit it, but I don't know. This is just a refueling station, really. No, this game just wants to crash all our trains, apparently. What the hell? Idaho Falls will definitely need one, but again, there's nothing there, so just that'll do. And our first actual usable station will be in Pocatello. So we actually do have a small station we can utilize over here, but that's about it. I don't think I'll be sending the trains across the mountains unless I absolutely can. Like, right now, as I'm looking at it, there's probably nothing we can send across. But I just felt like doing a transcontinental railroad over there, so mission accomplished. Boise. I would like to have that wool farm if we can. We cannot, so there's no point in doing a large. Bummer. Alright, fine, we'll do that. We'll get what we can, that's fine. That's just the whole gist of this. Oh, now our trains are getting robbed. What is going on here? We're having chaos. This game is devolving into absolute chaos. What is this? Oh, that's a coal mine. Oh, maybe I want that. Or not. Or the coal mine could be all the way out there, and I don't even notice it. All right, that's silly. Fine, we'll connect the dollies over here. Another lumber camp, but nothing doing. I suppose we could use it as a supply station. And like I said, everybody ends up in Portland, and we'll have to turn around to get to Seattle. Now, I do want to get the Spokane as kind of a bonus here. I mean, we've got Walla Walla. We gotta go to Walla Walla. If you have a name that awesome, we gotta go there. There's some good stuff over there, I imagine. Except the grading of this game won't let me do it, so there's that. Oh, but I could certainly do that, though. Ha! I win. Granted, the only thing there is a paper farm, but that's fine. Well, look at Spokane. You got a whole bunch of stuff over here. Here, you know what? Even though there's no point in doing so, we got to connect Walla Walla up. There we go. We did it. We got the greatest city in the whole game. You win. Ooh, bonus wool mill. I love it. Give me this. All right. So there we go. We did it. Mission accomplished. Train routes. Really, the only 3 cities we could use right now are Pocatello, Boise, and Spokane. Really, that's it. Since there's mostly flatland, I could probably get away with this. I'm not going to do too many passenger routes. And again, I don't want to cross the mountains unless I absolutely have to. So we have to stop in Portland for real. I could send this down to Eugene, too. And that'll be kind of where it circles back. Actually, I'll send this down to L.A., inevitably. So we'll repeat the same route, only in Portland it'll head north. And we'll have to make a bonus stop in Portland just because of the angle. And then finally, from Spokane, we'll do that. And repeat the same procedure, only now we're going from Portland south. All right. The wool, meanwhile, because of how I set up the trains, we're unfortunately out of luck. But fortunately, I can do this. All right, let's turn that off for a minute. Oh, that stinks. Oh, this got hit outside of Buffalo. Oh, dang. I blame Josh Allen. It's all his fault. If you know, you know. Suppose we could do one. I suppose we could do one more, but where would I send it? Oh, we can do Salt Lake City. That works even better. Remember, I'm still trying to feel this out a little bit here. There we go. We could do one from Reno too. Why not? There we go. So now we've got that set up. So that's all set. So now I'd like to go to LA and go on the southern route just to finish this off. Now, the game decided to get really clever and put these two produce farms. So either I delete one of these, which would cost 151K, no issue money-wise, but I don't like demolishing industries if I don't have to. Or we could do what I just showed you and go around, which I think, you know what, grading-wise, this isn't terrible. Thank you, game, for messing me up. Whatever. Go through Fresno. Now, this is where we'll get ugly. I'll do it. Alright. Build out LA Station first. That's first and foremost. We'll go there. Because what's about to happen now is I'm going to go south and connect this. So we'll return to this later on. Since Albuquerque's offering up money, I don't know if... We'll start in Amarillo, but I don't know what the grade is like. So that's a 4. Here's where I planned on doing it from the start. It's from San Antonio eastward. For reference, this is where I wanted to do it. I'm seeing nothing but yellow. We could certainly cross into Mexico, but that's not what I was looking for. Alright. We'll do this option. We'll come back to Albuquerque and its money later. So I'll snake it through El Paso. Actually, we could do it right now? Well, I mean, we could certainly do it later. It's part of an extension. Let's just get the Phoenix first. I think that would be a better option. Or Tucson. Phoenix is probably the better option of the two. All right. So we're going to cross this river. Okay. As long as we don't have elevated grades, we're good. Oh, this is working perfectly. You know what? Since Albuquerque's juicing us up with 200, 300K, sure, why not? I'll do it. And I'll even create a little bit of a junction there. Albuquerque wants to offer us money, we'll take it. 300K, we'll take whatever we can get. Now we just got to get to LA here. This is where it's going to get a little tricky crossing to Colorado and what have you. But I'm seeing something through Mexico that could help. There's also this section here too. Okay, I see a 12 grade. That immediately is like a no. No for me, dog. Where's Las Vegas? I'm surprised it's not in this game. Bro, you forgot Las Vegas, game. There's 2 fouls you've committed. Misspelled Eureka, and you left out Vegas. Bruh, who leaves out Vegas? Nobody leaves out Vegas. Alright, we're doing the southern route, meanwhile. What if I want to gamble? Come on, man. Have some common sense. Anyways. You know what? I'll send this through Mexico. This isn't a true transcontinental railroad, but if it works, it works. See, and then we'll just cross the Colorado River right there. Now we'll go back into the States. Pretend like nothing happened. And now, if we do that, there you go. There's LA in a nutshell. We did it. Look at that. We just connected 3 transcontinental routes. One if it, I mean, technically one goes through Mexico, but who's counting? All right, so let's see. Back to Fresno really quick. You know what? Since you were kind enough to give me produce farms, I'll include them. Give me those. We capped them, so we got to at least get them. So let me do the stations here, and then I'm actually going to call it for this episode. There, we'll at least have the refrigerated. We got to give it a warehouse. Los Angeles is what we came here for, so there we go. We'll give it a big station. Of course. We have all that. Now, if we go this direction, we'll connect up the smaller cities that we missed going this way, starting with Phoenix. Okay, all set. Actually, we should give it a roundhouse since there's quite a bit of a trip. We may need another station, too, not for nothing. We will go all the way to El Paso, which in kind of by default gets our... we have a house on the other side of the border. That's kind of funny. We can't do anything with it, unfortunately, so this is going to have to be kind of a random stop, per se, but so be it. Give it a roundhouse, too. And I was told there was money in Albuquerque. Well, you know what? There's no wrong terms being made. Shout out to anyone who gets that reference. So, give me my 300K, game. Give me my money. There's no wrong terms to be made here. There, yeah. We'll do a warehouse. Warehouse 2. I can't talk. Okay. And there we go. From there, we might be... I'm going to try something. This is a little bit of an extra. But since I'm seeing small grades, can we do this without causing issues? There's a 9-2. I hate that. We might be able to, actually. If I can connect this to the main line in Pueblo, we might be able to do it. There's a 6. There's a 7-4. There's a whole lot of yellow. I like yellow. All right. There's an 8-8. I hate that. And there's a whole lot of this works. Oh, all right. There we go. Somehow we were able to connect Albuquerque to our Colorado cities. That'll help a lot, too, and give it a reason to go over this way. Is there any station I forgot, really? No. All right. So there we go. We got 2 transcontinental routes, all in the game after 1890. Okay, that's enough of the bulldozing. Stop the game. Calm down. All right, where's my western stuff? Oh, this is interesting. Okay, can I see where train 240 is? That's interesting. So it turns out we do need one in Reading, even though there's nothing here. Although there is iron. Can I get that? If there's a coal processing facility, sure. This will certainly come into use, but that's about as far as I can go. There we go. Give our trains kind of a wayward stop on the way to Sacramento. So let's go back to this for a minute. Now, my work here is done. All right. What am I looking for here? Oh, here we go. We're just gonna send them down to LA. No further west for right now. So if it's a passenger rail that goes there, that's awesome. We'll come back to that later. Now it's our crash trains from... Oh, now we're back at the beginning. Our 4 of our oldest trains. The surprise haven't crashed yet. Okay. So, of course, we're going to do... We're going to do multiple of these. I'll start this one in the middle. And then this one goes in reverse. And give me one more, but we'll start it in Eugene. All right, that'll work. What about industries? Yes, we have a... True, but I think we've kind of exhausted all of them. All right. Now, the LA train. How were we going to do this? So I want to start some trains in Los Angeles and go east. Phoenix, Albuquerque. If you go up to Denver, that'd be great. I'd like to have one train go this way and head towards Houston. That'll be kind of the stop there. I'll have another one go from Houston east. And end in San Francisco. Alright. I'm not going to build a second one for right now. I don't like any of these being very poor, so we're going to ignore the Mastodon. That's a kind of a trash train right there. We'll bring this guy up there. I'm not going to do any transcontinental routes until we get faster trains. It's kind of a useless gesture at the moment. There really isn't any industries other than this grain farm. And then there's that. Brilliant. Okay. There's certainly some industries we could use. There's also Tucson. Nobody cares about Tucson. And this. So we can address those later on in the next episode, per se. There's an iron farm mill, another cattle farm. I don't think there's really anything else I want to build. Well, there's one more. How about that? There we go. All right, so we did it, I think. And then we'll do one more from Denver. How about that? Denver, Pueblo, Albuquerque, Phoenix, El Paso. There you go. Blah, 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 etc., etc. The bloom is off the boom. Now, I want to go back to this. We haven't really been paying attention to the dividends at all this game. I've kind of been ignoring it as of till now, but we're going to increase it to 175. I would like to have at least, you know. Now, another sneaky trick we could do is issue stock, and then I could buy back. Could buy what's ever left. I suppose we could do that? You know what? I'm going to see what happens. 57. Okay, so let's buy some. Let's issue some intentionally. And can we get the stock price above 57? Oh, look at that. We made $5 and just bought more shares. I like that. All right, excellent. So we'll be secretly doing that every year because you can only issue stock once every 12 months. So we'll make a note of that. I'll try to do that if the game lets me at the end. And meanwhile, I think the dividend should be 10% of our total cash. So 6.3. It's almost 10%. Close enough. All right, let's speed this game ahead. All right, so it looks like we got a oil processing diesel plant outside Chicago for the first time ever. Hey, we can put our oil to good use. About time. I don't know what... Now, the diesels can only be used by electric plants, though. So this is actually meaningless until we get an electric plant. There's your gravel pit outside of Dallas. I totally forgot all about this, but cities do demand gravel. And cement plants. Oh, wait, no, I lied. Gravel plants need to go to cement plants, which we have absolutely none of. So this is also useless. Brilliant. And there's your dairy farms, which do require milk. Fortunately, we have plenty of milk. Can I upgrade this? Let's see if I can do it. Oh, nice. We can upgrade Memphis. See, sometimes I'll do it just cause. Oh, you need to be... Yeah, there you go. We'll do a couple more things. There we go. Little Rock can also get a refrigerated silo, too, just for the hell of it. All right, there we go. So there... We have milk, because eventually the game will yell at us for sending raw milk to places. So we're just going to have to keep that in mind. So for, say, Sioux Falls, yeah, your milk's going to eventually be out of whack. So there you go. We created 3 transcontinental lines. One in the north, even though we can't go over this mountain pass, and I don't want to. There's a random steel mill over here. That's funny. Here in the north, we went through the Snake River, got through Walla Walla. That was important. We have one in the center, which is the historical first route. We connected the San Francisco through Utah, which is where the Transcontinental Railroad came together and made it all the way to Denver. And then one in the south, even though we're going through Mexico, it still counts. There's LA. And there we go. And we even made it to Albuquerque. So I guess for next time, we'll connect some of these industries in the west, as well as maybe Tucson. So we'll work on building the west. There is not much more track building we can do, though. So now we're kind of at the part where eventually we're going to have to wait for electric trains to show up. Not to mention the fact that now we're just going to be connecting some of the loose bits. So that'll be for next time. Trying to get these loose bits. The game speed will likely be going faster as a result now. As I try to get industries. So we're slowly getting new industries popping up. That's a good thing. So we'll address that as time goes on. So thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit those like and subscribe buttons, as well as save your game, because I completely forgot about that. Yeah, let's just pretend about the two times this game has crashed on me. Brilliant strategy. And I will see you on the next one. Peace out, y'all.